Could you explain to people that may not be familiar with it, what is the Happy Body program and how does it combine micro progressions and movement to allow people to move and live better? What is the Happy Body?
So the Happy Body was created to give people complete independence and control over exercise, diet, or eating, meditation, so a whole lifestyle. So the purpose was very clear about that. So when you take it, you will learn the exercises independently. These are your exercises, and you will do them forever. But then you will understand also that these exercises have to give you flexibility, strength, and posture, and losing weight, and controlling the body weight, and being lean. Well, usually people want all those things, and the whole system provides this for you. It gives you completely independent way from anybody else to create that. I really liked the idea that somebody buy my book, somebody that lives somewhere and is alone in the room and doesn't like his or her way of living, and then buys the Happy Body book and creates this better way of living for himself, herself, and nobody knows about it. So that was my, I was inspired by that way. When I was driving through San Francisco, near San Francisco, I saw all these houses up there on hills. And I was just thinking, imagine that. I was talking to Aniela that somebody will buy the book and will create this lifestyle independently from anybody else, right? And we'll have whole transparency, how to exercise, how to eat to control the weight, how to lose weight, how to gain weight, how to gain muscle, how to correct the posture. And all of it can happen without anybody else. Well, that's became the Happy Body. So the Happy Body has this 18 exercises, the physical that really corrects everything what physically we would like to have to live a better life. So helps you with flexibility, strength, speed, better posture, and gain muscle. As you know, gain muscle is very important when we age, because aging is really muscle loss. So to have a program that would help people to actually gain muscle is crucial in life. That's why no running marathons and no machines and doing endurance training when you get older, because that's how we actually lose muscle. Mm-hmm. So the Happy Body is this, skill of living a better life overall with everything you could think about. It's even philosophy. We are building now better philosophy, better way of thinking, writing books and dialogues and poems. And because, as you know, you could have a great plan, great idea, but if you cannot deliver the idea for yourself, right, it's not going to be or work, right?
So it's a progression of 18 different movements?
Well, the microprogression is built, let's say, within the flexibility. Let's say you can squat only to the 20 inches, right, box or a chair, and you can only squat without leaning forward and raising your heels off the ground. And your flexibility is really only for that. If you want to squat deeper, you will compromise. So, okay, you start with 20 inches. Now, you start with 20 inches and then you start working every day, because you do the Happy Body every day. And then after a week or two, you start to be very comfortable with the 20 inches. So when you give yourself enough time to be comfortable and to be flexible, you are. So then you can drop to 19 inches or 19 and a half or 19 and 3/4. Now, it depends whether you have pains or not. A lot of people have a lot of pains in hips, knees, and ankles and spine. So let's say so it depends who you are and how you adapt to that, right? So microprogression will work for you in a different way. So when, let's say you have a lot of pain in your hip, and then you squat to the 20 inches, is tolerable, you're okay. And you keep doing this for 3 weeks, it's still there. So you keep working with this 20 inch. And then after 5 weeks, it's gone, right? You don't have pain. It's not there. It's the body adapted to that. So then you drop to 19 inches. And now you have pain back, and you have a lot of that. So that's not good. You go back to 20. You come back to that place, no pain. And then you drop to 19 3/4. So microprogression now works for you that way. You adapt this micro change that actually your body could adapt. So now you are doing 19 3/4, and you do it for 3-4 weeks, and then you adapt it to that. Then you have 19 and a half, and you keep doing that until eventually you come to the full squat capability. The same works with
these movements build strength and flexibility as you're progressing, as you're going through the
lifting. Yeah, you're lifting weights too during the same time. So you are building flexibility or building strength. The same thing is with the bending down. When you bend down, well, a lot of people are stiff, as you know, and they cannot touch the ground.
Yeah.
Now, if you cannot touch the ground and you're, let's say, 12 inches off the ground, then you put the box there, and then when you do certain exercises, you only go to that level. So you don't pass that level, because if you pass that level and your flexibility is not ready for it, you will compromise or you hurt yourself. So now you have to build this microprogressive system that adapts your body to the challenge, but the challenge has to be micro each time, and you have to give yourself enough time for the body to adapt to that level.
And so this is something you do every day.
And you do it every day, right? So
about how long does it about how long does it take to go through all 18 movements?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
You imagine now you do 30 minutes, 18 exercises that cover any possible move of the body, and then and develops mobility in every joint, and make muscle stronger, make muscle bigger, and that's amazing thing, right? Because that's what we want, right?
Yeah. So if someone came to you and said, I want to do the full happy body routine in the morning, but for whatever reason, they only had maybe 10, 15 minutes, somewhere between 5 and 15 minutes to get in a movement routine in the morning, what would you say to someone who came to you that maybe they drop their kids off at school or get ready, all these things, where they only have a short period of time in the morning? Is there a group of exercises you would recommend within it, or would you, what would you say to that person?
Well, you do, at the beginning, you do 18 exercises, but you repeat twice. So, and 3 times if you're really good. So if, let's say, it takes you 10 minutes to go through all the exercises, right? And you do 3 times that. So you can do only 1 round through and then be okay with that. Also, I tell people never rush. So never, because the training is it's a mindful training. It develops singularity of the brain, it's stress release, follow certain breathing patterns. So mindfulness is a big part of it. So the happy body is a way of doing, it's almost like you would meditate throughout the whole 30 minutes. But if you have 10 minutes, let's say, so I tell people just go until the same way as you would do 30 minutes, but at the 10 minutes you stop. And how much you've done, you're done. And then that day is done for you. But never try to do more in short periods of time, because then you will create anxiety, that you will rush and it's simply not good for the body and not good for the mind.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. As a reminder, you can become a premium subscriber today. Watch the full uncut 2+ hour episodes of the Auxoro podcast, plus gain access to 2 bonus episodes every month at auxoro.supercast.tech. Link is also in the description. Thank you so much for supporting quality content from independent creators like myself. Cheers.